Hey good people, what's going on? It's Russ Can Fly. Should you join the AOPA? Absolutely. 3 good reasons. Let's go!
Perfect.
Okay, so I know you guys always wonder, why do I do these like talking head videos? And I know some people have said, you know, Russ, what is your channel? You have to determine what is your channel gonna be about. Well, my channel is about all things aviation, not just flying airplanes, which I absolutely love. I'm addicted to flying airplanes, and you know I always get so excited anytime I fly. And I wish I could jump into this airplane right now and fly, but I'm not on the schedule for it, so I can't, and it will be flying pretty soon. And if you don't realize, there's little Sammy back there, but he's also going to be flying with somebody else. So, but at any rate, these videos I think are just as important as the flying videos. It's all part of my aviation journey and my hope that what I'm doing on this channel is helping other student pilots like myself. Yes, I have my private pilot's license, but that does not mean that I am not still a student. Just because I have a private pilot's license doesn't mean that there's still a lot that I need to learn. By doing these videos, I'm hoping that I'm helping other, say that 3 times fast, helping other, you know, student pilots understand some of the things they need to be thinking about. And the AOPA is definitely one of those things that you should absolutely be joining if you haven't done so. And I got 3 reasons why. So you may be wondering, is AOPA sponsoring this video? They are not. I just realized that that organization is just so important, and that's why I'm profiling them right now in this video, just so that I can share this information with others. Now, I know that we'll get back to the flying in the next video, I promise, but this is important. Okay, so the first reason why I think you should join the AOPA is because they are your advocate in the event that something happens. So I've talked about this before in a previous video, but sometimes you might be in a complicated airspace that you weren't aware of, or you thought you heard that you were clear into the Bravo and you were not, or you didn't have the right altitude and you went through a Bravo shelf, or you know, you were crossing over a Delta, you were a little lower than you needed to be and you busted their airspace or whatever. The AOPA has lawyers for you with a certain part of your membership that will help advocate for you, help you fill out a NARS report. Now, a NARS report is, you know, some people call it a get out of jail free card. I mean, I don't know. I've never had to file one, so I don't want to find out. But it is definitely a way to preemptively get ahead of an issue if you do have something that comes up. And you'll be able to reach out to the AOPA if, in fact, you get one of those situations where somebody says, hey, here's a phone number you need to call. Bye! Enjoy your flight! In case you get one of those dreaded, hey, take down this number. The first people that you should call are the attorneys at the AOPA. They'd be able to walk you through some of that situation. That would be the first call you should make. Now, I can't remember all of the different memberships, but one of the memberships includes that service. And so it's definitely something that you want to do. So yeah, so just to reiterate point number 1, it is important because they will be your advocate, and it is an organization that you'll be able to reach out to, and it's for you. That's why the organization exists. And so you absolutely should join AOPA for your benefit, so that you can have advocates on your side. The second reason that you should join AOPA is because they support small airports like this one. Now, I am currently at the Doylestown Airport, Kilo Delta Yankee Lima, and this is one of the small airports that, you know, I just absolutely love. They're uncontrolled, one small landing strip, very challenging, kind of, you know, interesting air spaces around it in terms of, you know, coming over trees and that kind of stuff. But one of the things that does happen every now and then is because of, I don't know, development pressure around a particular airport. Sometimes airports like this are like, you know, squeezed by larger society. that doesn't understand the benefits of having a small aviation airport in their backyard. And of course, you know, I can't begrudge anybody who wants to have the quiet use and enjoyment of their property. That is definitely proper, you know, and something that I wouldn't quibble with. But if you have an airport like this and it serves a community just as well, and some developer comes in and they want to build these, you know, $500,000, million dollar carriage houses on some back 40, well, hopefully there's a way that both of those can coexist. And I tell you, sometimes because of the economics of the thing and, you know, the politics and that kind of stuff, sometimes these small airports get a little bit of, you know, pressure from, you know, whomever sees these things as, you know, an opportunity to build more housing, as opposed to the true gem that these small airports are to the community and definitely to us pilots. And so with your membership and support of the AOPA, you're helping them to support these small airfields. I don't want to see any airfield cease to exist, because I just know the value that they provide, not only to us pilots, but to the communities. There are a lot of people who will come into Doylestown and will, you know, get in a car or catch an Uber because they're taking a break or whatever, and they'll go to a local restaurant. And I know sometimes people don't understand that those types of things exist, because, you know, there's nothing, people are flying, you know, general aviation, they're not wearing captain's gear like they're coming out of an airlines. So it's not real clear like why that person is at the restaurant. But that person is at that restaurant and they are expending resources because of the fact that they've flown into Doylestown and they've decided to, hey, since we're here, let's break for some lunch, let's go somewhere local and have some food. And but for this airport existing, that customer base wouldn't exist. Plus, you know, there's part of the tax base and all that kind of stuff. So I absolutely love AOPA for that fact. And one of the things that I've seen them do, and if you ever get the opportunity, please do, sometimes they will ask us pilots to come out here and just kind of monitor things that are happening. I don't know like the genesis. It's usually maybe because of like neighbor complaints or something like that, but they'll ask us to come out here and just kind of, you know, check out the airport as part of their data gathering efforts to continue to provide that advocacy. So if you ever get an opportunity to do that, please do, because look, let's not one of these amazing small airports be pushed out because of whatever pressure for whatever reason. So that is definitely a good second reason why you should join the AOPA. And the last reason you should join AOPA is just for the amazing benefits that they provide to you. Not only do you get these awesome magazines, which you can get in print form or in electronic form, there's all kinds of discounts that you can get. There's so much information. There's things about fly-ins, how to join groups, you know, if you're trying to buy aircraft, which you know is part of my story. They just provide a whole host of, you know, resources for pilots like us. And so we just want to make sure that, you know, they are our advocates, and all of the stuff that they provide for us. I just want to make sure that they are healthy and, you know, vibrant. And this is just my small part to support their efforts by, you know, reaching out to the Russ Can Fly peeps to say, hey, if you haven't thought of the AOPA, you know, definitely make that happen. It is money definitely well spent. I have absolutely used some of the stuff that the AOPA provides. I've used some of the discounts already and they've been phenomenal. I've actually even reached out to a few folks just to talk about, you know, flying clubs and how to find them, how to talk to people. And, you know, when I was a fledgling student, like really fledgling student, you know, I would talk to a few folks that are part of the AOPA that, you know, would really help kind of demystify this flight school thing, reaching out to, you know, CFIs, how to interview, how to engage, and to take the intimidation factor away from it. Because I don't know about any of you, but when I first started this thing, it was extremely intimidating to me. It was a world that I just did not understand. And so I will always be thankful for what the AOPA has done and what they represent to pilots like you and me. So those are the 3 reasons why I think you should join the AOPA. It is a fantastic organization. And again, I am not being sponsored by this video. I just know the organization is extremely important. And so I just wanted to take this time in between the flight videos to just give them a shout out, show my support, and to recommend to you all that you also think about becoming members. All right. So I promise next week we'll get back to the flying. Thank you for all the support. Russ Kid, Russ Can Fly. I will see you on the other side. Blue skies and tailwinds. Peace.